Okay, happy Sunday, everybody. Can't play music on this stream because of copyright claims from YouTube, which hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. So, I started to get a little bit annoyed with the constant connection problems that I've been having with some of the online labs. So, for this next run of machines, I'm going to be going off of machines from VulnHub that are recommended for the OSCP. Because those will be like a lot faster, less issues, and everything's done local. I'll still do Windows boxes on the offensive security proving grounds. I'll still do that. But for the majority of this next run of machines, it's going to be from here. See, I want music playing just to relieve the dead air. It sucks. But, oh well. I'm digging my organization that I got here. Has anyone seen Marvel's What If? I've only seen the first 2 episodes. Well, there are only 2 episodes. So far so good. I'm digging it. Definitely digging it. Also, season 3 of Titans. Yeah, gonna definitely digging that. Didn't see episode 4 yet, so no spoilers. Yeah, I had a pretty interesting week. Was on call and was just so burnt out and everything. So I'm gonna be taking a couple days off next week because I am going to Comic-Con, where I will be having a blast. So hopefully I'll be able to not be burnt out for Sunday's video. I might reschedule. I might not. I'll just keep you guys posted. Now, hopefully, also that the damn mic works. So I don't know if anybody can hear me, or if anyone's on the stream. If anyone wants to just go on the chat and let me know if you can hear me, and not. Let me move my stupid face up here. See if that one might be a little bit better. Okay. Thank you. I was gonna get mad at this mic, and that was it. Just get mad at the mic. Not gonna get physical with it. Was not gonna pick it up and get mad at it because it won't change anything or throw it across the room. I will just simply adjust the mic and make sure it works. Take another sip of my water. Feels good there. soon I'm gonna be switching it up and doing some videos on web exploits instead. I'm trying to get better at them, and I feel that in order for me to be better at them, I have to learn how to present them as I did for my mini course, and that will make me a lot more efficient at some of these vulnerabilities that I want to start working on. So I'll probably give it one more minute until start live at 11:05. And alright. So what up everybody, it's your boy, the humble hacker from Chi-Town, Sha Ronin, back with another walkthrough, and today we are doing Venom here from Vulnhub. This is going to be kind of fun to do. So as always, it's going to be a hell of a lot faster, but we're going to do this a little bit different. So since this is a VM, got to find out what actual IP we're going to be working with. So just do IP ADDR, not in caps, you freaking stooge. Okay, so we got 10.0.20. So let's go ahead and clear this out. And we're going to run our nmap 10.0.20.24 and look for the highest number in the IP range here, and that'll most likely be the one that is our target. The one highest number from bottom up that has more than 2 ports on it, or more than one, maybe. It'll be better if I just showed you from with the visual. Make sure my damn network stuff is correct though, which it is. Exactamundo. Oh, just to get an idea of what I did, I have all of my VMs, my network setup, which has been like the easiest for me to be able to get them to everything to communicate with each other. Not externally though, but mainly internally. Going over to the network tab here, setting all of my machines attached to NAT network, and just leave it like that, and making sure on the advanced tab allow all. Now in some cases I think this current setup here does allow me to communicate externally from my actual workstation to these VMs. I believe the OWASP Broken Web App allows for that. I haven't seen any other ones, but this is mainly how my setup is for VMware. So let me close this shot out. Okay. Should not take this long. Yes, in map 10.0.2.0. Right. Okay. Huh. Should have been pretty damn fast. Here, let's try this one more time. Now, this should... There we go. Okay. Almost got me a little bit of heart palpitation there. I'm like, damn it, it's not working! Alright. So, what I meant from the bottom up, meaning that from the bottom, if the first set of numbers that actually has a port listing here, that's most likely the VM that we're working with. This, disregard that. As we see, Oracle VirtualBox Virtual NIC. That also is a sign that this is one of our VMs, And this was the IP for it. Okay. So, for our InMap section, we just simply do a little bit of that. And for this next section, we do -p- to cover our bases, just to see if we have all ports accounted for or not. So we have 21, 22, 80, 443, 70, 70, and 80, 84. With the top 1,000 ports. Now let's see if it does all of them. And we should have results here in a minute. Hopefully not in actual 60 seconds minute. A minute meaning a hopeful few seconds or so, which a few seconds have passed and results have still not generated, so it might actually be a minute or a little bit over that. My sincerest apologies. Alright. Well, that's cooking there. I'm just gonna start with what we have here. So we have that all that are open: 21, 80, and 443. Okay. We do SC for safe scripts, SV to enumerate versions, OA output all formats, Venom with a thread of 250. Now, already ran this, so let's see what we got. Okay. And it looks like for all of our ports here that are open, FTP, HTTP, we got that. 443. There's 2 pages that say that it works. These are closed, so we disregard them and we give them the finger. Alright, let's keep it moving. Next up, let us see what's on the page itself. Let's take a peek at both ports here, the 80 and 443. And paste. There we go. And we have paste. Nothing there. All right. Let's go to our bus. See what happens when we attempt to bus a bus. Gonna go buster. Specify a word list. -Q. But shut your ass up, boo. Gonna go -U. That's the IP right there. Sorry for my weird constipation face. That's just my I'm in deep thought face. When I go, okay, I just had another idea. I forgot to put in here as well. So let's run that. Oops, we had 2 dashes. Oh well, deal with it. So we're gonna use and specify our word list. -MC to match code 200. Colorize. And that's it. Okay. This has absolutely nothing. Alright. So it doesn't have anything, but it's gotta have something. It's gotta have something. So, how do we figure this out? Let's review the source code. See what we got here. Woo! DTD. Oh, that was a lot of reading. If you slow that part down, I said every single word in here just that fast and emphasized on the period. Don't try it though, just believe it because I said so. All right, moving on. Modify. The Bane original from Ubuntu. Let's see what else we got. We got the HTML code here. Oh, the CSS. I think this is what it is. This is, yeah, CSS. Scroll down. Some more commentary. Just links to image file. Documentation telling me what to do. You ain't my mama or my daddy. Keep reading. Text that, hello. What is this? What is this? This is a note. Let's copy that. Make a new tab. TXT. Notes. Not. Nots. Not. Notes. Not. Not. Notes. Not notes. Not knots. But not knots. Notes. Sweet Mary and Joseph, I just gave myself half sensory overload. Okay. Back in the game. Okay. Notes. Let's put this on our booty pocket. Let's find out what the hell this is. Alright. One place that we can go to check that out is crack, not the drug, crackstation.net, the web page. So, let's just paste that up in here. Look for some stairs. It's my deep in thought face. Sorry. Oh. Those aren't stairs. They made no stairs. What the fuck? Okay, let's see if it takes us stairs. Yes, it does. Okay. They don't look like no damn stairs. Okay, what is this? Here's our hash. This is an MD5 hash with the word hostinger in it. Let's put that in our booty pocket. Equals hostinger. So, follow this to get access on somewhere. Meaning, let me see if my dog is in here real quick. No, he was whining outside my door. With the power of our Doctor Who shirt, we will figure this out. Alright, so we have hostinger. And this apparently is a possible path. Okay, so it is not. Alright. Let's see. MD5. Hostinger. To get... Wait, what did it say? Oh! To get access somewhere. Okay. 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 Had me panicked here. Okay, good. Whew, got a little bit worried there for a second. Okay, so now, where was I? All right. Okay. So we found this comment here. This turned out to be an MD5 hash with the result hostinger. The comment here says specifically, follow this to get access somewhere. Now, this is not a directory path. We've just confirmed that. So the only other thing that it could be is a potential login. And the only other thing that we have access to log into it that's open is FTP. So let's go connect to FTP. Enter in our username. Let's see if it's the same thing. And it's successful. Okay. So, since this is a Linux box, we're going to be using Linux commands, ls. Okay, so we have, it's like a directory called files. So let's get that. Let's see. Okay, we have a file called hint. So let's get that. We're going to use git hint.txt. We got it. All right. Confirm we got our file here. Right there. Okay. You need to follow the host stinger on this hash. Also, this hash. So these two are base 64 encoded strings. And this password decode. Okay. So, what is that? What is that? All right. Oh, stupid. Okay. So let's split this in half. And we're going to decode this with the following command. Echo. We have our single quotes. Base 64-D for decode. And the reason why I did it like this is so all I have to do is that for each one. So, whoop. Copy this line. Copy that. Paste it. Pop it up again. Copy the line. Paste it. Okay, so this says it's a standard Vigenry cipher. Okay. So for the standard vinaigrette cipher, what kind of salad you put that on? Let's check out our next base 64 encoded string here. Here we go. Copy that. All right. So apparently this is telling us to go here. Okay. Oh, because of that. There we go. All right. So we're going to need to flip these around. So we're going to go to decode. Okay. So this here. Oh wait, try. Which is to put this in our Etsy host file, which we have here. Venom.box. Okay, and this is how we have that set up. IP on this side, just hit tab. And it'll go straight to this line. So that's less that we have to do. Whoops. Okay. So let's take this string here. Okay. Place that right here. Now, this is not decoded because what this is saying is you need to follow the hostinger on this on the standard vinaigrette cipher. I'm just gonna call it that unless I don't know how to pronounce it right now. Or Vijanra, Vijanarir, Vajir, Brazil, standard V cipher. All right. So what this will mean is that this must be our key here. So let's get rid of that. Okay, and we have our plain text. Let's copy this, put it in our booty pocket. Okay. Now, password, decode this, and you will get the administrator password. Okay. 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 So now that we have our new host name added, I almost lost my train of thought. My brain just farted for a second there. Both same damn thing. So our next place we're gonna go is Venom box. Now we have something here. Okay. So now that we have this, we can go back to bussin', right? And change this to that minus doubly crap. Right? So let's hit enter right there. Do this one again. There we go. Nothing. All right. Well, since we have our new login, let us see if this applies to this page. Notes. Wait, hold up. Hold on, wait. Some knowledge of cipher is required to decode the Dora password. Okay, so we got Dora the Explorer. Let's log in to Dora the Explorer. See what we get. And we're logged in as administrator. Okay. Where in the fook do I go? Do 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 do. Okay, so we have a security token. All right. So we don't have anything here. Okay, so we have a dashboard. What is in it? Okay. What is this? Subrion CMS. Okay. See if there's any exploits for that. Okay, it's like file upload bypass to RCE and cross-site scripting. Okay. Alright, so this is Python here. Let's see how we run it. So -u URL. So it'll be assigned as that. It's like -l or user credential to log in, password credential to log in. Okay, so what it does is we enter in the exploit, specify the URL, but since we have credentials, we use these two flags to add on to it. So let's copy this right here. We're gonna go pico.py because I said so. Paste that right here. All right, and Python, dang it, exploit u. This is our dashboard panel, and as we see here, it has to have the target URI has to have the path to here, and we already have that here. Let's copy that. L, specify the username. P, specify the password. Which is this. Actually, let me put it over here. Keep myself organized. Don't know why I said it like that. What the heck? There we go. Okay. Specify our password. And hit enter. Invalid syntax. Maybe because it was in Python 3. You flip mode squad and dolt. There we go. You stooge. And press enter and success. Okay, trying to log in. Alright. Looks like we got ourselves a shell. Okay. Let's see what these two bring us. So obviously this has a lot of data in it, more than this one. Cat quarantine. Nothing. Okay. Deny access for some file extensions. Okay. Can I get out? No, I cannot. Meaning, one very important thing, that we are going to need a reverse shell. So, one site I love to go to for this is payload all them things. And go to our reverse shell, sheety. And one thing that, let me double check. Gotta double check. See what we have. Which Python? We have Python 2.7. And we also have hydration. So let's go to Python and pick a rando. Let's pick that first one here. Let's get our handy dandy text editor out. Let's paste those contents right here. Go down right over to this bottom panel and insert our ADDR IP first in order to gain info on our local IP address. Let's go ahead and copy that and place that right here in this section. And I like to use the bash shell. Let's get that changed up right there, shall we? I think it's about enough for the smooth tones of Chironin. Yeah! So, let's get back to normalcy here. Now, what I want to do, since we have our reverse shell payload, we're going to need a netcat listener. So we're going to go netcat NLVP on the port that we have on it, 4242. Hit enter right here. Enter this right here. And we has a shell. Alright. Now let's go back a step. Okay, hang on. What's that? We have we have an admin folder and a backup folder. So it looks like admin folder doesn't have anything in it. Sorry, that's my thinking face again. Alright, so we had that backup. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Hello. Allow from all. You will be happy now. Okay. So let's put this in our booty pocket. Okay. Let's see who's home. Hostinger. Okay. Okay, that was our hint file. So we have a Nathan. Let's go to temp. Whoops. Start our Python HTTP server. Let's just do it on port 80 to make it a little bit easier on us. What I mean by that is this. Originally, how I would normally do it is I would go, oops, shoot. this will be the default port that the Python HTTP Soiva uses. But since I set it to port 80, I don't need to have this. So all I can do is just do that. And then just do that. And that's it. And wait. Oh, got the address wrong, doof. Oh no! Oh crap. Okay. There we go. Okay. So all right. Now, as I was saying before that disastrous interruption, all I got to do is simply do that, and blammo, just go straight through. All right. Now, what we always do when after we upload it to our temp folder, linps.sh. And let's scroll to the top. Why do we always do that? Because this available software that we could potentially take advantage of is always going to be right there. Okay. Hey Manish, how are you today? All right. So we have this listing here. Okay. A nice little word here, a nice little note. The main ones that are typically going to be in this software section by default are going to be these, as well as these. In some cases, only like Python 1 would be there. Not Python 1, Python 2 will be there, just regular Python and Python 2. It doesn't really have these other instances of it already in it. So one thing that we can do is go to one page I like to call "Get the fuck out of here, pins." Whew! Took a lot out of me there. Many thanks. Definitely appreciate that. So now that we are in GTFO bins, hey, that rhymed, let us see what we have. So we got GCC, see what we got there. Not GCCX, stupid. Alright, so we can possibly do a shell. Let's try to run that. Actually, first things first, let's collect this here. Put this in our booty pocket. Right there. Alright. So, let's go back to here. All right. Ah, dang it. Oh, clear variable not set? Really? 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 I hate your face. All right, let's give this one a shot. Okay, we got a prompt. What do we got? Who is we? Who we be? Still WW data. Damn it. All right. Well, it was our next one. G++, I believe, which is not in here. So next one. GDB. Damn GDB. Let's see what this one does. Still that. Alright, now we lost our prompt. Meaning what? We are going to need a TTTY escape. I don't know why I put that many T's in it, because I felt like it. It's just going to copy it. Copy this line here. Good. Good. Thank you. Copy that because I prefer the bash shell. Thank you. So now we're back here. Okay. So basically some of the stuff isn't working. Okay. So this failed. What's our next one? We had Python. Oh, we did this already. But we didn't use the OS function. We only used the PTY. So let's see what this one can do. Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Nothing. Okay, so that brings us back to Kelly. Sorry about that, but a little big small reference there. All right, so allow from all, you will be happy now. One thing. Let's see if this is a password. Because there's really nothing that is pointing us to this is hash of any kind. Let's make sure. Let's make sure. Okay, so it's not. All right. One thing that we will do is a little thing called capturing the Etsy password. So what I'm gonna do here is, one thing that I like to do is look for the home folder. So quickest way to do this, what I always do, I just simply go to find home and just look anywhere that has home in it. And wherever we find home that is not from a system username, that's the users that's on the workstation. So syslog, this is typically going there, so we disregard that. This one is cups PK helper. This might be like a service, so we can disregard that. Nathan is not a service and not an application, meaning this is definitely a user here on the system. So let's keep that name. Hostinger, we already know about Hostinger, and that's it. So right off the rip, we just found that there are only two users on this workstation, Hostinger and Nathan. Now, since we have our note that Nathan is our other user, let's see if this is his actual password. So we're going to go to our notes and see if we can SU into Nathan. I don't know why that sounded wrong. I said that. But we're going to keep it going. So let's go SU Nathan. Paste that as the password. And we're Nathan. All right. So now that we're a user, what do we do? Anytime that we get access to a user account, the first thing we always do is sudo -l. And that will tell us what powers he has. He has all of the SU power. So, what that means is we can switch to a bash shell. It appears. So let's go. I think it's bash, not base. Stupid. What is it? Hold up. Aha. Just okay, sudo bash. Okay. Don't mind the face, I was watching Thriller last night. All right, so what does this say? What does it say? What does it say? We root. Damn right. Damn right, we root. All right, so we have 2 flags to get. Forgot about that. So whoops. Get our root flag. Since this is a VM, I'll let it slide. Just this once. Have a nice life. Really? You just gonna diss me like that? You know what? Man, I should punch Venom right in the throat. But we ain't gonna do that. So let us see if this, our linpiece found where our user .txt file is at. Start up from the top. Work our way down, 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 down. Scroll, scroll. Where? And also, this section here, that'll also show like what users are on the system. But catting the SE password and just copying and pasting the results in a text pad, that's also very fast way to find how many users are on the system if you don't want to wait on this here. So let's keep us scrolling. Alright. I don't see Squibbity Bop. Where in the crapioca pudding? Okay. So it looks like we're probably gonna have to look for it ourselves. Okay, alright. So I'm using my brain calculator, so just give me a moment. Okay. We were in the home folder, right? Home is a directory. Yes, and I want a CD into it. There you are. We are Venom. There we go. So, as we've seen, we have gotten both our root flag and our user flag. So, recap. We, after doing some digging and enumeration, we found a base 64 encoded string, which presented us a username to FTP, where we located a hint.txt file, and in that file, it possessed a two base 64 encoded strings to tell us that the other random characters from, let's go back over here, from here will be decoded with this key. So this is basically saying go to this website. This is the cipher that you're going to be working off of. Like this. Gonna insert the ciphertext. The key to deciphering it is Hostinger, which gave us this here, which is the login for the user listed Dora. We also saw that we have this host name that we need to add to our Etsy host file, which presented us with this web page here that we did not have access via the IP. We took our login credentials for Dora, logged in here, went over to our settings option, our admin dashboard option right here, which brought us to the dashboard, which then presented us with this software version. This software version. We looked in ExploitDB. Now that we found the software version, went straight to looking for exploits for it, and we found this particular one: file upload bypass to erase code execution. Authenticated. We are authenticated. The user credentials that we found are admin, and we ran a command via calling Python and the exploit file, specifying the URL, which is this one, that leads to this particular directory in order for the exploit to work, which is here. We have that. So we were able to add this into our URL under the username and password that we discovered, and we were able to get a shell. Shell did not let us do that much, meaning we had to create a reverse shell on top of this shell to our system so we can better interact with it, which is what we did here. After that, we did find a backup folder that in it had an htaccess file there that presented us with "you will be happy now" little string here. We determined that this is actually the password for the other user on the system, Nathan. We were able to see Nathan's permissions, which is he's able to access, switch user, and looks like from a shell here. So we want to call the shell by running sudo bash, which escalated our privileges to become root. Woo! That was a lot to digest there. All right. So now that that is done, you have any questions or anything like that I can answer for you? Sorry, the wife is hitting me up. Trying to learn magic. You know, trying to do that that coin thing. Not the coin thing. The card thing. Where you go, where you can, like, what is it? It's like going here, right? And then flipping it back out. Some stuff. Trying to get it figured out. How you do it? Where it's like something. Hopefully I get it. Hey, what's up, Joseph? We just finished a box that we got from Vulnhub called Venom. This was a pretty quick one. Not a quick one, but it can be a quick one if I run through it again or anything like. How you doing there? How you doing there, Joe? See, I can't get the thing to work. How the hell do you do that? It's like yes, trying, damn it. And or something. Maybe I'll get it one day. Right? One day I'll get it. Just trying to find something else to preoccupy my brain. You know what I'm saying? Good. I mean, if you prefer, Joseph, I can give like a quick run through on what on what we went over for this room here. Not exit that. Yeah. That. I'm just clearing all these out. Clear, not clear. Damn. Clear. There we go. Okay. So for this one here, this was called Venom. This came from Vulnhub. It's their virtual room machine. I started to get kind of annoyed on some of the other live sessions that I was doing where my connection to the virtual lab would be like choppy and I would have to keep reverting the machine over and over again. I got really annoyed by doing that. So I'm going to be doing some actual VMs instead for a little bit. VMs that are geared towards the OSCP. And this one, Venom, is one of them. So how I always start is I always start with my mmap scan. I do it two ways. One, I do -p- to get all the ports, and then I would run a regular one so it could scan the top 1,000 ports, and I could see whatever it is that I missed. That's like and I can see like which one I missed on the back end. So the IP to this one was 10.0.246. And here we have 3 ports that are open: FTP, HTTP, and HTTPS. Now, for labs, we can leave this one alone because it doesn't really require anything. It doesn't lead to anything, I should say. So let's go over to our main page here. That's this. So this is just like a regular generic page. Now, our next step is we go to our bust of busters phase right here, which is we do directory busting. So how I go about it is I use GoBuster, specify dir for the directory module, specify a URL, -q for shut the hell up, and then we're going to go -w, specify our word list, threads 250. And the other one I like to use also is called or whatever. I like to call it instead sometimes, and specify our word list here. Our URL. Specify where we fuzzing at. Run this. Get one of these. Okay. So, where this is going, next thing that I like to do is running Nikto. I'm going to run this in a minute because if we see, actually, I'll just do that here anyway. Nikto, we got our host. Let's see what Nikto finds. And this is what we're looking at. Whenever we do directory busting and we see this, that's the end of the scan. Scan's done at that point. So this is basically saying that there are no directories, so we can close this out. Same thing here. It's going to be a waste of time. And since we're not getting anything to scan, we can stop that one too. Now, on the main page, if we don't have anything, our next course of action is to check the source code. So we go view page source, right? And we go from the top down, see what we can find. And get back to me public. Okay, I just said this entire line with the speed of lightning, and this doesn't tell us nothing. So let's keep it moving. We got CSS code right here. We can also see that from there. Scroll down, and here we have this comment. Follow this to get access somewhere. Wording is key. Sometimes we have to read, we rework something like 4 or 5 times in order for us to get what it might mean. So we take this string right here, go over to crack, not the drug, station, and I just dropped my dang on phone, and we click crack the hashes. And our result is, this is an MD5 hash, resulting in Hostinger. Now, now this message says to get access somewhere. There were absolutely no directory paths that was from our scan there, and so that means that there's nothing related to Hostinger that's going to be on port 80. But there is also FTP that's open right here, which could mean that it's a login. So what we're going to do is FTP and put the user right there, Hostinger, and present again, login successful. So we get ls, we see we have a directory called files, and we have a file called hint. How we grab them, we use the git command, and we hit enter. It's going to be a second copy that I have, so we can exit out of this now. Oh, never mind. Okay, so here's our hint file. So let's go ahead and cat that out. So What this is saying is this. You need to follow the hostinger on this. Also, this. Some knowledge of cipher is required to decode the DORA password. So this is potentially a user. Try on Venom box, which means that this is an actual host name that we need to add to our Etsy host file. Password will be this. Decode this and you will get the administrator password. So, in order to change the Etsy host file, we got to go Pico Etsy host. We enter in the IP address. We hit tab, and then enter in the host name that we have discovered right here. And if you have any questions, like Joseph, please feel free to go ahead and throw them out, and I am and I'll definitely answer them for you, no problem. So, well, to the best of my ability, I should say. So, we can here. We take these two. Put them here. And just by looking at them, these are base 64 encoded strings. Alright? So, let's go right over here. Do this in two sections. How we decode them from our, we can decode them from our shell that we have by simply doing this. Echo, two single quotes, like we have, and we pipe out base 64 dash D. The dash D is the decode. So let's do that. I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna show you why in a second. Why I got it like this. Copy. Okay. And so all I gotta do is take this string, paste it there. Take this string, hit the up arrow, paste it there, and I can just build it down from here by just simply hitting the up arrow till I get here, and then just putting in the next string. And this brings us to this page here, to this vinegary cipher right here that we'll need to be working on, and that's here. So this is another base 64 encoded string. So let's take this. Paste that here. We have another string. Standard Vinegary cipher. So here, this is, we're going to be using this standard cipher to decrypt. Decrypt, where's that string at? To decrypt this here. So we're going to put that there. And the key is hostinger. And this will be the end result from it. So we use that to log in. And so after we go over to the new host name that we found, which brings us to a login option. So if we log out, hit login, enter the name Dora, password is this right here. Shows we're logged in. Next up, this gear right here brings us to our admin dashboard. In this dashboard, we see this is Subrian CMS version 4.21. We look on Google for exploits for it. We see that we have file upload bypass to erase code execution. Right here, we see this Python file. And how we run it is Python exploit specify the URL that leads to this panel directory. Use -L to enter in our username, -P to enter in our password, and then run it. So we did that one around here. So as we see right there, you have since this is a Python 3 file, got Python 3 file right there. Specify the URL that leads to panel, -L the username, -P the password. Gives us a shell here. Now, this just gives us not that much. Upload folder. See, we can't back out of it, which means we're going to need a reverse shell on top of this. We already had our reverse shell that we used, which is this one. We just changed the IP address going off port 4242. Change this last port because I prefer bash instead of regular just sh. Take that, enter it here, and we got our shell right here. So now we can back out. So one thing that we always do first is we go navigate to our temp folder, and I already have linps uploaded, which is right here. How we do that: go to our shell where we have our file in, and we use Python 3 HTTP server 80, run that. So all I have to do is just put in the IP address from this machine and put it right there. And just type this here. Oops. Didn't run wget first. That downloads the file there. We already have it. So disregard this 404 error here. Again, we already have it. So we run it. When we download it here, we just do chmod plus x. That's linps, run linps. Stop right here before it keeps going. Take note of the useful software here, because we can use GTFO bins to use some of these to break out of our shell. Not all of these, because a lot of these are already standard, but things like GCC, GC+, Make, GDB, and Python, these are the main ones that stand out the most. The rest can be disregarded because there's really nothing that you can do with them, from what I've seen so far, I should say. So next thing that we did here was, in the path that we were already at, I have to go back there. What we did find after doing some more enumeration on this workstation, we did find in this folder, there's another folder that's called backup. So we went to the backup folder. We did find this file right here. So we looked at what this file said in it. It said allow for all, you will be happy now, and this string here. Now this string oh crap, stupid, is for a potential user. We found that there are 2 users other than admin on this workstation, which is Hostinger and Nathan. So what we did We switched users into Nathan's account. We logged in as Nathan. Now that we're logged in as Nathan, we can run sudo-l to check permissions. We see that he has permissions to open up a shell here. So what we do, in order to switch users or go to a bash shell, we look that up. Where the hell did I find it? Here we go. How do I take advantage of bash? Running sudo. We can either do bash -p or just sudo bash. So let's take this, copy that, place this here. Okay, doesn't let us. So we do sudo bash, and that makes us root. You can go to Nathan's folder, see his user files right here. Go to the root folder, we see our root files here. So that was a pretty good run. Actually went through that one a hell of a lot faster than going through it initially. And that's pretty much where we at, you know. But as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here. And it's not that visible when entering the commands on the bottom right. That would be this one. I'm gonna have to fix that resolution on that. That is my bad. I'm gonna maybe fix the zoom on this thing. That's pretty much like all that I have currently. I mean, do you guys have any questions or anything like that? Or what is on your mind today? Never got a chance to ask anybody that. Oh. Bottom left. Okay. I'm gonna have to probably brighten this up if I can. Thanks, Mace. Much appreciated. So yeah, for speed and efficacy, I'm gonna stick with these VMs for a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep with the VMs for a little bit. They're a lot faster, a lot smoother, and again, all of the Windows boxes, I'll for the Windows boxes, I'll do the from the Offensive Security Proving Grounds, but all the Linux ones, I'll just keep doing the ones from VulnHub and everything. I'll still do some from OSPG. They put out a couple new machines that I want to dive into. Other than that, I may get into some Try Hack Me rooms as well. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm learning myself, Joseph. So, hey, whatever questions you got, lay them on me. I like learning. I'm basically a sponge when it comes to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a hot minute for me to learn the tricks that and the shortcuts that I've done before. And my tutorial on buffer overflows, definitely, once I understood how to do that, that made everything so much better. Everything so much better. Let me go grab the linky link to that playlist there. So over to my mini course. Let me go ahead and find that. Do. Okay. So here is the playlist to my mini course that I put out. So I go over Nmap, I go over directory busting, I go over vulnerability research, I go over buffer overflows. That one was a big one, and I'm going to be building on top of it um, on some web exploits as well, because I'm trying to get into bug bounty, and I'm trying to figure out where I fit in at. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I'll be able to understand it to where I could teach it as well. Also, one moment. I know I have it somewheres. Somewheres. I was gonna say, don't forget to follow me on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To and one thing that I want to add is, once I can get to it, going to also add this as well. This is my also my GitHub repository where I have all of my pen testing notes, all of the notes that I'm building and still editing for bug bounties and stuff like that. So you'll see like my process, how I work through machines, like how like I go about them, like questions that I ask, what paths I go down and stuff like that. It's starting to get a lot easier for me to be able to go work through machines, and be able to navigate myself. I found my flow, and I was able to put it into a walkthrough that I follow that helps me understand these things here. So these pen testing notes, again, they're still works in progress. So I just have my pen testing methodology. I'm building out my bug bounty methodology, my methodology for buffer overflows that stem from a Try Hack Me room that I was in. That was created by the amazing Tiberius. So there is also that. So I'm building it out. I'm building it out for you guys and everything. So hopefully how I go about it helps you guys out. That is my main goal. Starting, it took me like good year and a half, 2 years to be able to find a good pen testing flow. Now I'm going to be doing working on some of the web stuff. And yeah, I'm going to be updating it for you guys to be able to check it out, take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Use it in your own process. Let me know if it works. Let me know if my methodology helps you be able to get the hack boxes a lot easier or find bugs and stuff. And no problem. No problem at all. Again, just let me know. You can either shoot me a DM on my Twitter. Just let me know how it works for you and stuff like that. What I should change, what I should keep. Again, I'm just going how I'm progressing. That's mainly how my methodologies are made. I'm just starting from the top down, what I'm learning, how I should approach targets and stuff, and I'm narrowing it down to make it a lot more digestible. So hopefully it doesn't confuse anybody or anything like that. Yeah, because I'm a newbie as well, and I still don't know a lot. I'm still figuring a lot of stuff out. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to piece together how to have a good process for when I take the OSCP again, so I'm in the same boat as you. My Twitter handle is simply at It's Shy Ronin. Let me just get it here. And it's Shy, like Chicago, the Shy, and Ronin there. Because Chicago's where I was born and raised. Oops. Put it on there twice. Sorry. I was just giving myself a drink. Something with carbonation this time other than water. Get some of that flavor. I might hit up the PlayStation a little bit. I found out that my damn PS4 save for one of my games does not transfer over to the PlayStation 5. Damn it. Meaning I gotta play all the way from the beginning again just for me to be able to enjoy it on my new system. I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, damn it, man. Damn it, man. But I dig it. I like the PlayStation. It's definitely fun. Definitely have a good time on it and whatnot. Debating whether or not if I want to put together some music or research some hacking techniques and either sprinkle it in the middle of the week or do it as a video. I'm going to add it to my PenTesting course either way. And Joseph, if there's like a security topic that you want me to add to my mini course, feel free to let me know. I will get started on learning what it is and building out a presentation for it, so I can have it, so I can like send it out and everything like that. You know what I mean? OSCP related tips for beginner. Okay. First off, okay. Have a flow, a methodology to start. Because when you get the methodology, you're basically going to be programming your brain to follow a path whenever you're attacking a machine. Obviously, starting from their materials and learning like that way. There's also a Try Hack Me room that I will definitely point out somewhere in here. Try Hack Me, not comma E, stooge. Let's see if I can log up in this joint. Never mind. Okay. So, there's 2 rooms I suggest. This first and this second. The reason why I say it like this is because this is going to be more geared towards teaching you the basics and then having you go off on your own and doing certain rooms from there. This is mainly built towards the CompTIA CompTIA certs are good, just not the triad. The triad's trash. But if you just have security plus, you'll be fine there. I got my security plus in the CYSA and the certified ethical hacker one too. So let's take a peek at both of these paths right here. We got we have these walkthroughs here. These are pretty much like they'll just get your feet wet here. And these do not. These are not walkthroughs. These are actual CTFs, to where you use what you learned from here on a Windows and a Linux machine. This was Linux too, and applying that to here. Buffer overflow, PEP are great. The post exploitation basics, those are great. I have not seen Active Directory in the OSCP. I've only seen it in the from eLearn Security. I haven't seen it from over there, from over in the OSCP. This is the Try-Hack Me path. This is the CompTIA pentest path. This is going down just what the tools are, what the tools do, so you'll know how to read them. Nessus to me is useless because you have to buy it in order. You have to pay out like $6,000 in order to use it efficiently from pen tests and stuff. So that's why I disagree with using that. I would rather use OpenVOS since it's open source. Yeah, this was called. I thought I got the name wrong. So these are going over application like web-based vulnerabilities, network-based vulnerabilities, learning on network services. Same thing that was in the in this offensive pen testing room here. Now, the path that the notes that I have to help give you like a brief rundown on them, right? And again, any other questions, just feel free to go ahead and throw them in. So what I did was I put together a methodology on how I process going down a machine, right? So this is what I use like when I go through Nmap. I use auto recon not all the time, but after Nmap, what's my next step? Directory busting to see what paths I can go to or whatever, if it even has paths that we could go through and whatnot. I have what I use for GoBuster and using the FUF tool. Enumeration. What goes through my head when I enumerate? The reason why I set it up like this is to prevent getting into rabbit holes. When you get into rabbit holes, you're going to be there for like hours on end, getting yourself frustrated because nothing's coming out of what you're putting in. And instead of getting to that point, I just ask myself these questions here, and it creates a new way of me going about something. So I look at software running. Okay, what software's running? Look for any exploits on that. If exploits don't work, I go to the next service or I go to the next port and work my way down. So anytime that we see port 22 open, always leave it alone. The only time that we use it is if we actually have credentials. We don't do any like attacks on it because there are no attacks on it. There are no ways to like enumerate users or whatever on port 22. It's just going to be a complete waste of time. That's why I always say leave it alone. If ever in your Nmap scan you see SSL cert subject common name, whatever's after the common name, immediately put that in the Etsy host file. That'll make your life so much easier. And it's basically what you'll have to do anyway in order to proceed with whatever boxes you're going on. I go through what I do when I'm checking the port 80. These are things that I ask myself. If there's upload functionality, I would upload this right here, which will basically create the variable command or CMD that I can use as a parameter to run other commands on to check for LFI or command execution. Always have PHP reverse shell ready. Of course, how can we trigger it? Making sure that netcat is up to catch it. Is there SQL? These are normally what I use test SQL right here. That's what I would do from the web page itself. After I'm done with that, I go use Nikto. See what I find there. Is SMB open? If it's open, then I can go down here. Now, the reason why I have it set and designed like this is because port 80 is going to be the main port we're going to be working off of anyway. So what I have here is this is what everything that you would look at on what's on port 80. If we run out of like ideas or whatever, that's exhausting our resources. So now we can go to the next phase, which is vulnerability scanning to see what we can find from there, which is by using Nikto. Then you have like our SMB, using enum for Linux, SMB map, vulnerability scanning with netmap. What the hell is that damn thing called? NSC. Oh, Nmap scripting engine. Sorry, Nmap scripting engine to see what vulnerabilities fall within what ports. Here's how what I use for that: Searchploit, and Exploit DB. Always look at the two of them, one after the other in any order, because Exploit DB might have something that Searchploit does not. So that's why I always use that one. And here's my little thing for rabbit holes. Spend at least a half hour enumerating one port or service. After 30 minutes, go to the next port or service and continue cycling and seeing if we have any new data, new changes, and things like that. So that's pretty much like my rundown right there. My buffer overflows. These are going to be like this has been like the easiest way. I have to re-edit this to make it look nice and pertinent looking. So I got to re-edit this out. This has pretty much been the best methodology that I was able to come up with to understand buffer overflows and how to properly attack buffer overflows. And this is going to be very useful for the exam too. Additional notes. I just have where I'm getting my some of my info from, some notes, stuff that I picked up and everything. I'm going to be adding to this as well. Yeah, because I have like a lot of notes. A lot of them. And I'm constantly updating these things too. But that's pretty much what I got so far. And was there any other questions or anything like that before we close out? No problem at all, Manish. Glad I could help. And again, I'm going to do this every Sunday. Because of how late people have been coming in, I might push it up an hour. Instead of 11 a.m. Mountain Time, I just probably do it for noon instead. Just to make sure I get like a nice group of people in, stuff like that. All right, and I mean, if there's no any other questions, we can go ahead and close out. Again, I put in the playlist for the OSCP for the mini course that I put together for pen testing. Also, my GitHub link as well for where I put all my notes and stuff. So hopefully you guys would like that. Just let me know what your thoughts were. What you like, what I should change, remove, keep, stuff like that. And let's work together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Definitely makes to be able to work with you hackers and stuff like that. What are the challenges may face switching from dev to sec? Well, the only thing, because I'm not a developer, so I don't know, but what I see is that there's less of a learning curve because you already know how networking works and how it works with coding as well. And since I'm not from a dev background, but I have seen people have an easier transition from dev to sec as opposed to anything else to sec, if that makes sense. And I'll be sure to put the link for my GitHub in my profile as well. On the Tube U. No problem, Manish. Glad I could help. Glad I could help. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right. We are coming close to 2 hours. This has been by far the best stream I think that I've had. Because I've had so much amazing interactions with you amazing hackers out here. And this is what makes it fun. I like this. I like this a lot. Let's keep this one moving, man. I'm gonna schedule this week this for noon on Sundays. I'm gonna keep you guys posted because again I'm doing Comic-Con on Friday and Saturday, so I'm gonna be there and having a blast doing that stuff. So hopefully I'll have enough energy for Sunday. But yeah, I had fun on this one. A lot of user interaction. I definitely dig this. So again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am Shy Ronin. It was amazing to hang out with you all hackers, and I am out.